There we go. The mic was off. All right, so with the new little starting soon screen, I guess you gotta have a fucking. It turns everything off, but it doesn't turn it all back on. So, one in the chat. Can you hear me? Y'all should be able to hear me now. Y'all remember that Verizon shit? Can you hear me now? Good. All right, that's what's up. It's got an early start to the day. Earlier start to the day, we'll say. Earlier start to the day. So, anyway, guys, if you missed it, we watched Gattaca last night. You know, it's not what I remembered it being. I felt like it was more action-packed, but it still was a good movie. It still was a good movie. I can see that shit happening in the near future. I would say in the next 10 years, we're going to have more Build-A-Babies than ever. I think by 2034, 2035, maybe sooner, we're going to have more Build-A-Babies. They're going to get those fake-ass little embryo things off the ground or whatever it is, them little pods that you can grow the baby in next to the fucking dryer. Wash them and dry, grow them babies. They're gonna have that shit coming out real soon. You know, you can be able to pick the eye color. Make sure your baby can't catch no diseases. Fucking the shit that the fucking Nazis was trying to do. Pause. Or yeah. I guess you can still say pause to the Nazis, right? But yeah, so it was a great movie. I feel like it still holds up. Like they had all of this technology and shit. They had electric cars and all this other stuff. The only thing that didn't hold up, was the fucking their little phones. Hey, I need a new phone, yo. I need a new phone. There we go. What happened? Oh, anyway. So, yeah, they little Palm Pilots, whatever the fuck was in that movie. Them shits, that graphics was crazy on that shit. But it was a good movie, you know. So for those of you who don't know what Gattaca is it's a dystopian, I guess, it was supposed to be like a dystopian present day. Right? It was supposed to be like this dystopian present day where you could go into, I guess would be the equivalent of like a fertility clinic or IVF clinic, and you can say, I want a baby, right? But you want a baby with your husband, but you want a baby with certain features and traits, and they can make that shit happen. It was the ideal thing to do in society if you wanted your kid to be successful and live a long life. Or you could do what they advised against and have what they call a godchild, right? Like you can have your godchild, but your kid's going to be flawed, right? There we go. There we go. What's up, Renee? But yeah, he's like, you can have a godchild, which means just having a naturally, conceived child. But your kid's gonna have flaws, and then they're gonna have a hard time in society because all of these fucking GMO babies, they're gonna be superior to your godchild, and the only job your kid will be able to get is fucking wiping shit up off the bathroom floor. Very interesting. So it starred Ethan Hawke and Jude Law, which, Jude Law was actually the star of the previous movie we watched. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. We watched Repo Man. It was a really good movie. It was definitely worth a rewatch. And thank you, Melissa Reeves for the recommendation. Thank you for the recommendation. But yeah, we have that shit now, right? We was talking about that last night. Like China's already doing that shit. China already got the GMO babies. They using CRISPR. They what the hell is going on here? This shit, I swear, these GPSs is crazy, yo. Either it's me getting crazier or like the shit told me to make a fucking right. Now I gotta turn around and go back the other way. It's crazy. I gotta drop off some paperwork for my dad. I gotta drop this paperwork off for my dad. So since it was closer to my job, I told him I'd take it. You know, since I still do work for the office and all that other good shit. But China got CRISPR. We got CRISPR. We got what's his name? Elon Musk doing it with his kids. Elon Musk is doing it with his kids, right? And this shit's going to be the norm, people. It's going to go from just, I can't have a kid, so I'm going to get artificially inseminated to, I mean, I can have a kid, but I want my kid to be 6'1" or 6'6" so they can get in the league or whatever. You know what I mean? It's interesting. When man goes against nature, nature always wins. Life finds a way. Remember that on Jurassic Park? Life finds a way. Yeah, we was talking about that yesterday, pro. They brought the direwolf back, which is just fucking wild to me. I think we talked about it yesterday or the day before. That shit's wild, okay? Right? Like, why a direwolf? Why something that it's like an apex predator? Why would you bring that shit back? That's the crazy shit. Like, why are you why are you bringing back the direwolf? That shit can fuck it. Like no. Could you imagine a pack of wolves the size of kitchen tables stalking you in your neighborhood while you go to the fucking mailbox? Because they made 3 of them, right? And I know at least 2 of them, one's a boy and one's a girl. So if that's the case, they're going to breed. They're going to breed, you know, and they're going to make more big-ass dire wolves. Why? Why? It's like we're trying to work at a breakneck pace to extinct ourselves. They're working at a breakneck pace to get rid of us. I'm telling you. Between all these biological weapons that they keep throwing out here. Where the fuck is how? Oh, there you go. What's a fucking Mission Barbecue right here? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they're building it. Never mind. Damn. But between all the biological weapons that they keep putting out here and all that other crazy shit, we gonna be extinct, yo. Elon's Neuralink thing, then these AI robots that they're trying to make into human beings. We in for it, yo. We are in for it. All right, which one is Miss Sue's house? I feel like I just passed her house. This is Miss Sue's house. All right. All right. Give me a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Oh, sorry guys. I didn't know I had to take some stuff back to his office, but he gonna have to. I ain't know I had to take stuff back to his office. He gonna have to get that when I get finished doing what I'm doing. What the hell is going on? I feel off today, yo. I feel out of it today. I feel like I need to go back home and try again out this bitch. I feel like I need to go home and try again out this bitch. Oh my gosh. Anyway. But yeah, we had fun with that movie. We had fun. So next Wednesday, I think we're going to do The Creator. We're going to stay on this transhumanism thing. We're going to do The Creator with, I still don't know his name. I still don't know the name of the actor. It's Denzel Washington's son. I keep wanting to call him Isaiah Washington, but I know that's not his name. But anyway, we might watch The Creator next Wednesday. I think that'll be actually a really good movie. It's a newer movie. It came out 2023, I think it was, or maybe, yeah, I think it came out like 2023. It's a really good movie. Anyway, so with all this winning Trump's doing, all this winning that Donnie T is doing right now they trying to get him for market manipulation. Now they trying to take him down for market manipulation. Like, you just can't let America win, can you guys? You can't let America win, can you? Oh, it's market manipulation. It's like y'all niggas don't manipulate the market every time. All of this panic that you put in all of these people, like, oh my God, the sky's falling, Trump's going to crash the economy, guys. Trump's going to crash the economy. That's market manipulation when people start to pull out of the stock market and start to make a run on their 401ks based off of the fucking fear mongering that you guys do. Trump out here making deals, fucking slitting necks and cashing checks. I guess that's how that shit goes. That how that shit go? Trump out here slitting necks and cashing checks. And y'all niggas out here, you know, and he's making shit happen. The stock market is booming. It's booming. But because it's not doing what you guys wanted to do because you don't like Trump, now you want to get him for market manipulation. No, he is up here playing the best hand of Texas Hold'em I've ever seen. He is playing the best hand of Texas Hold'em I have ever seen. He bluffing everybody out they draws. And the shit working. Just like I told y'all asses how the shit was going to work. These countries out here can't survive without the United States and their buying power. And they know that. They know they can't sit here and go through a trade war because their economies are on the line. So they're going to make the deal with Trump. And he knew that. And that's what's happening right now. Now China's going to be the one. Now, like Pro said yesterday, probably by the summertime, China going to blink. China going to come to the table, make a deal. But it ain't going to be lightly. They ain't coming to the table lightly. They ain't coming to the table without a fight. So that's what's going to happen. But right now we winning. Right now we are winning. Okay? All right? The economy's on a boom. Now we're starting to see staples and shit in the grocery store start to come back down a little bit. I mean, they can come back down. It can come down a whole lot more, goddammit. I'm actually starting to see the pump, you know, the gas pump, the price is starting to kind of come down a little bit. I got some gas yesterday. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's what I'm talking about. We out of the fours at least. You know, we coming down. I think it was like $3.50 something, I think, for, you know, a gallon or whatever, which is still too goddamn high. Let's get back to that 230, Trump. Let's get down to that 230 and keep it moving. You know, but he's doing exactly what he is supposed to do. And that's make America great again, goddammit. Make America great again, gosh dang it. John David Washington. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate you, yo. John David Washington. I appreciate you. Now I know his name. Give me some Death Wish coffee. I need something. I feel a little off. I'm usually on it, but today I just feel like I need some sleep. Anyway. But yeah, they got to cut this shit out and let the plan work. Now all of a sudden we got to get them on market manipulation. Like, come on. Anything he does with the economy, because it's America, the market is going to fluctuate. Let's just be real. But now you guys are trying to rebrand it as some other nefarious thing. And that shit is beneath you. Well, I don't even know if it's beneath them. It's disingenuous. It's intellectually lazy and dishonest, okay? Intellectually lazy and dishonest. They just want to sabotage you guys. They want to sabotage America. They want to sabotage the working man, the middle class, the blue collar worker. They want to sabotage that. They want to sabotage the little man. That's what they want to do. They the ones that cry and scream about the top 1% or whatever the fuck it is. And they the top 1%. If Trump is successful with these tariffs, then guess what? No tax on income for anybody making under $150,000 a year. That's a fucking win, guys. I don't know a lot of people that make more than $150K, but that's a win. That is a win. You know, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Ultimately, no tax on anyone. No federal income tax on anybody, any worker. I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem. I'm rooting for the success of tariffs, but you got a lot of these people with TDS and EDS out here that's rooting against their self-interest simply because the narrative has been spun that Trump wants to be a dictator, and he wants to see America burn. He wants to put you back in chains and all this other bullshit. And people are really running with that shit. And it's sad to see a lot of people who really do got some common sense really just throw all of that shit out of the window based on some narrative that the media done spun up. Like I said yesterday, it's that mass formation psychosis is what that shit is. Yo, what's up, nerd? You stole me an Unc car ride, Griff? Hey, the more the merrier, gosh dang it. I stole it from Unc. I remember back in the day, Unc used to always do his thing on the way to work. He dropped the girls off and head to work and go get his fucking Dunkin' Donuts shit. And then like when Unc stopped, I started for a little bit, then I stopped, and then Unc done made this shit cool again. I was like, fuck it, let me jump on right after Unc be done. Why not? Why not? If fucking Tim Pool and Steven Crowder and them can have a goddamn block on Rumble, why can't we do it too, goddammit? Why can't we do it too? We start our own times. Boom. When Unc done, I'm jump on. When I jump off, fucking nerd jump on. You know what I mean? Why not? That'd be dope. But like I said, we're gonna see how this shit go. But it's just getting tiresome seeing them trying to sabotage us, man. Trying to sabotage America. I'm not saying us as in conservatives or Trump supporters. I'm talking about the American working man, period, full stop. You know? Like, come on, guys, grab your balls and fucking hold the line. God dang. They don't even want to admit when some shit going right. It's like that nigga that hope you don't get the pussy. You know what I mean? That's like that nigga that you be in the club. Remember Day on Friday After Next? He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. Man, that nigga ain't gonna. I hope he don't get it. I hope he don't get that shit, man. That's how that shit be, yo. It's like you in the club and you and some other nigga got your eye on a chick and she feeling you a little more than him, and that nigga start fucking trying to sabotage you and shit. You know what I mean? So he could get a shot. He can look good. Yeah. The fucking Democrats, the Democratic Party, them Democratic congressmen and women, those elected officials are some hating ass niggas. And it's funny when you go back and you look at those videos from the 90s of them saying the same shit Trump been fucking preaching and standing 10 toes down on since the 80s. Like, yo, let this shit rock. Let's see what happened. Right now, we winning. Right now, we is in a fantastic position when it comes to these tariffs. Let's see how this shit go. Let this nigga cook. Let this nigga cook. How can you sit there and cry and then see that 50 nations done folded right? And ready to make a deal, you know what I mean? And not be like, you know what, maybe there's something to this. Let's see where this shit goes. What will wake them up? I don't know, yo. I don't know what will wake these niggas up, yo. I swear, I don't. A lot of people just see. A lot of people act on emotions, but then accuse you of acting on emotions or being unwilling to budge or move. And it's like it's the exact opposite. It's like no, I'm standing on my shit based on logics and facts and movement. You know what I mean? Real world application. You're basing your shit off of fucking what a perfect world look like. You can't do that shit. You got to be able to see shit from every angle, from a 30,000 foot view, and then come down with a solution or a conclusion. You know what I mean? That's rational. You know, like I looked at the tariffs and I was trying to figure out a negative about it, and I saw the negative in it, but then I was like, well, how will this shit work? How did this shit work? And this is before I bring it to y'all on the stream. I'm like, how could this shit actually work? And then I'm sitting there and I'm pondering. How would this work? You know what I mean? And then I go, oh, okay, all right, cool. I could see how this shit could work. Now, if he plays it that way, then okay. And I brought that shit to y'all. And that's when I told you guys America's buying power is unmatched, and that a lot of these countries depend on us for their economy. If we don't buy from them, their economy tanks. That's what he's going to play. And I'll be goddamn, if that ain't what he fucking did. You know, you just got to be able to look at shit from an angle. You got to look at shit from, like I say, you're not going to be emotional about a bunch of shit, but you got to take that shit out of there. You can have a heart with things, but then you also got to look at it logically and how things are more likely to go. You know, like, I'm an optimist, but then I'm also a realist at the same time. I like having optimism, but also got to be real about stuff. You know what I mean? I ain't made it this far without those fucking instincts. I ain't made it this far without having those instincts. And they've carried me a long way. That's why I don't miss about certain shit often. You know what I mean? That's why I don't miss about shit often. Because I can take my emotion out of it. I can take my bias out of it. And if I'm being biased, I'll tell you guys I'm being biased. But I can take my bias out of it. And I've always been able to do that. That's what made me successful in this world. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to do that. And which is sad. You know? It's fucking sad. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens by like June, July, August. Right? I'ma even say me realistically China tries to take this shit out probably into the fall. And then they blink. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know, if it happens in the summer, fucking fantastic. Let the good times roll. HJ showed us on the channel yesterday, the market yesterday. The fucking markets is fucking jumping right now. Jumping. But they want to say he's doing market manipulation. Stop that shit. Y'all niggas wasn't mad when Pelosi was out here doing insider trading and all them other fucking congressmen and women was doing insider trading during COVID. Y'all ain't say a fucking thing about that. Like, you need a bulldog in office, yo. Right, especially right now. You need a fucking bully or a bulldog in office like Trump. We see what happens when you got a bully in the office. Or an anti-bully bully. I don't know what you would call him. Trump a bully or anti-bully bully? Man. What do you say? The yuan fell to the lowest since 2007. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, like I said, and I told you guys, China was going to be the one that give us issues, but they got the wherewithal and they got the resources to fight the trade war, but they don't have, they won't be able to withstand it after a certain time. You know, like I said yesterday, you know, Trump just gonna keep raising them tariffs until they can't. They gonna have to be like, all right, uncle. All right, we coming to the table. What we doing? This was fun, but let's get down to business. What we doing? It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. But see, the thing is, right? Like I told y'all yesterday, and I've been telling y'all, get your money while he in office. Get your money. Hey, yo, nerd, I need to get you on the channel too, yo. But get your money while we in office, yo. While he in office, get your money. Because once he gone, it ain't gonna be another Trump back in office, yo. It ain't gonna be another Trump back in office. JD Vance ain't that. He ain't that. Vivek ain't that. They talk a good game, but they is not doers like that. Trump an old nigga that don't care. He an old nigga that don't care. You know what I mean? So like, get your money while you can, because they gonna try to reverse all that shit. It'd be funny as a bitch is if these fucking tariffs work and then people start to see that federal income tax is removed from their fucking check and they got more money in their pocket. These niggas might advocate for a third term from this nigga. They might advocate for a third Trump term. Ain't no way Trump goes a third term. That nigga is 80 years old. Trump is 80 years old. There's no way he gonna go into a third term. But they fuck around and be advocating for a third term out this bitch if they get that money back in their check. They get 28% of their check back. Nigga, they're gonna be like Trump 2028. Them niggas gonna be having Trump 2028 t-shirts on. I should get a Trump 2028 t-shirt made right now. I should get a Trump 2028 t-shirt made right now. Oh, that would trigger some people, boy. Oh my gosh, yo. Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna do that shit. That shit'll be funny. Just to trigger people. The next Trump had to be Vince McMahon or Stone Cold. Oh man, that shit would be fucking funny. Oh yeah, of course it would cause chaos. I'm saying if Trump able to cut income tax out, federal income tax out for everybody, I don't care who you are. Them niggas gonna be like, well, I guess he ain't all bad. They gonna be like, I guess he ain't that fucking bad. God damn, like I just got an extra fucking $4,000 added back to my check. Year. They gonna be like, I guess he ain't all bad, goddammit. Oh, that shit is funny. The fucked up part is if Trump did get rid of federal income tax, some of these bitch ass states will probably try to increase their fucking state tax on some bullshit. I see Maryland doing that shit. Maryland broke. Imagine that shit, right? Trump able to reverse it, and he does the no tax on income. Then here come punk ass Maryland, because Maryland's fucking flat fucking broke, and they start taxing the shit out of Marylanders because now they got some more free money that they can come after. Like damn, like I just saved 28% of my fucking income with Trump. Now Westmoreland took fucking 20 of it with an extra tax. You say, you know, them niggas will still hate them. They be like those kids, your ungrateful kids that be cussing you out behind your back, but they still be asking for money and shit. Yo said, y'all better not move. How many, I'm dead serious, yo, think about it, right? Because I thought about this last night. I started thinking about the states that don't have income, like they don't have like, they don't tax your income. You know, Florida don't tax your income, right? I think Delaware don't tax your income either. I'll be moving to fucking Delaware or Florida, nigga. I'll be the king of fucking Dover. I'll be the king of Dover. Like, hold on, wait, Dover, Delaware doesn't tax your income? Okay. Florida don't tax your income? Oh, alright. Sound like we need to make a move. I'm going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship. I hope I got my badge, y'all. Yeah, I got it. I'm going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship, nigga. Oh, shit. That shit is hilarious. Mississippi just changed it? What's up, Sauce? Nigga, I've been trying to leave Maryland. I just gotta get my wife on board with leaving Maryland, man. I'm trying to go. I told you, I'm trying to go down to Oklahoma. I'm gonna go holler at Jay. Somewhere around there, Kansas. I don't care about the Midwest. I'll go. It's cheap as shit. Like, I could sell my house here in Maryland and then go buy a block in Jay neighborhood and rent them bitches out. Dead ass. I could go sell my house here, buy a block in Jay's neck of the woods, and renovate them bitches and rent them bitches out. Just still do my job. OKC a cool city? Jay was telling me about them tax sales. I was like, I'll buy a couple tax sales, nigga. I'll make me a mansion out some tax sales. Give me 2 houses next to each other. I'm putting the east and west wing in that bitch. Be knocking down fences. Have me a nice little compound. I'm gonna make Hotepistan Way. Nigga, it's gonna be Hotepistan, yo. You gonna come down fucking whatever street and you gonna bang a right in the Hotepistan Estates. Bang a right in Hotepistan Estates. Oh man, that is funny. The what? The M-Tax sales is where it's at. But yo, they gotta let Trump cook and stop fucking trying to impede him at every step, man. They gotta stop trying to impede my man at every step. Hey, how you doing? So we can just fucking win. But, you know. That shit's wishful thinking. These people too dumb. They too dumb to get out of their own goddamn way. They too arrogant and they won't get out of their own goddamn way. They just keep stepping on their own feet, tripping themselves up and falling flat on their fucking face. And then when they impede the shit and then the shit don't work because they fucking interfered and impeded on that shit, then they go, see, I told you it wasn't going to work. I told you. Just like when they do that whole, when Trump was in office, the deficit went up to blah, 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 blah. And I'm just saying that's because y'all niggas held the government hostage until he signed that shit. Like, what the fuck you want him to do? Like, the nigga held off as long as he could. Y'all held the government hostage. Y'all held jobs and shit hostage and all that other stuff. Now, because the nigga signed this shit against his will, see what he did with the deficit? I'm just like, what? That's that mental gymnastics. That's that crazy Jedi mind trick they be trying to do. That's that crazy ass Jedi mind trick they be trying to do. You see? I'm like, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all niggas is stupid. And then they don't even see, they don't see what they doing. I'm like, y'all don't see what y'all just did? Like, again, it's like that nigga that's like, damn, y'all thought Shorty was feeling you. Y'all thought you was about to get her. And you look over there like, well, nigga, you kept fucking talking and shit and saying dumb shit. The bitch turned off and walked away. What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? I was on my way to them drawers and you fucking gonna say some stupid shit. Now I'm fucking I lost, goddammit. I just knew you was gonna get it, yo. Nigga, it was good until you started fucking running your mouth, my nigga. Northwest Arkansas. See, see, Malcolm Riley said Trump eliminate income tax. He gonna find him some adrenochrome so his ass he can live to 109 like fucking the Rothschild nigga. Yo said, look, we gonna go find Trump this fountain of youth real quick. We gonna need him for a little bit, right? And that's why he working at a breakneck pace. It's because he don't got a lot of time to get this shit done. And if he don't get this shit done in his term, right, then we can kiss all that shit goodbye. So that's why you see him doing this fucking blitz, right? This brute force attack. That's why you see him doing this little blitz brute force attack, because he has to. It has to be quick and it has to be decisive, because if he half-ass anything while he in his last term, we ain't gonna get shit. So he got to get it done. He got to get this shit rocking and rolling. If Trump ran for president as a younger man, they would have killed him. And he knew that shit. The Bushes would have murked him. And he knew that shit. Ain't no way he'd have been able to run for president back then. And that's back when people had sense and like they was like, hey, you should run. He's like, nah, I'm good. Y'all don't know these niggas like I know these niggas. Y'all don't know these niggas like I know these niggas. That's how that shit would have went. Oh man. Yeah, people that could see that shit just came out of nowhere. It wasn't some shit that people just was hiding like, hey man, look, we never said anything, but yeah, Donnie T, he was doing this. Like nobody was talking about this nigga got. Nah, they wasn't ready. But I'm sitting there like, I'm like, I would have too. I told y'all. I said, y'all be going in apartment complexes and shit like that. It'd be nice apartment complexes. I mean nice. Like, they got a gate that you got to get buzzed into before you get to the door that you got to get buzzed into. And it's got a fucking lobby and a doorman and elevators and shit. And the minute you fucking get in that elevator, it just weed. It just smell like straight weed throughout the entire fucking apartment complex. And I'm like, fuck this. Nah. Nope. If I put all the weed smokers in their own complex, y'all niggas, it'd be like the freshman dorms at Bowie State University. Look, I don't give a fuck what y'all doing in this dorm, but this is where the fuck y'all staying. You ain't coming over here in gym pop. We gonna isolate y'all niggas over here. Y'all can make this shit over here smell like weed and all that other shit. And we gonna charge the fucking shit out of you if we smoke weed in this building. It's gonna be a weed fucking security deposit, nigga. And that's what you're gonna have to pay. It's gonna be a $2,000 weed security deposit, and your fucking rent gonna be $200 more than what everybody else rent is, because y'all got this shit stanking in this bitch. Y'all got this shit stanking in this bitch. You know what I mean? What's up over on Kick? We got anybody still up on Kick? Or Kick them fucking Kick the Bucket? Where we at? I can see who's on YouTube. We got 19 rocking on YouTube. We got anybody over on Kick still? What's my Kick widget done fucking Kick the Bucket? Oh, man. But yeah, so salute to Donnie T on all of the fucking great shit that nigga doing. Right? I don't know about this Iran shit. I don't know what this smoke with Iran and all this other shit. We need to go ahead and let that shit slide. We need to let that shit go right now. We don't need no wars right now. We need to keep the money here. We don't need no money going out for no war. Let's not do that. You know what I mean? Let's not do that shit. Anyway. Your boy Ye on the timeline. This nigga I get the first thing I see I get on Twitter this morning, this nigga on the timeline talking about send nudes. This nigga on the timeline talking about send nudes. Oh shit. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at this shit. That's Jay ass this morning. Send nudes. That shit is funny. What time you send that shit? Oh, come on. There we go. At 1 in the morning, this nigga send nudes. That shit is funny. The funny part is it was at 1:58 in the morning. That's when you would send nudes. Oh, that is funny. Ladies, send y'all man nudes, yo. Send y'all man some nudes, all right? All right? It is ungodly to not send nudes, all right? And I know that sounded really like blasphemous, but look, if you married, you gotta keep your husband happy, you know? It ain't nothing wrong with sending that nigga some ass. A little ass shot from here and there, you know what I mean? You can keep it tasteful. You can keep it tasteful. It ain't gotta be like no fucking, you know, smutty shit. You know, like take some time and figure, you know, and do some poses and shit. Maybe some little lingerie. Like turn the nigga on, goddammit. And y'all shit that nigga on Apex. You bet people sent them something too? Who knows? They probably did. They probably flooded that nigga DM with nudes. Because people is just thirsty for fucking attention. A titty pick a day keeps the pain away. A titty pick a day might keep a shooter away too, goddammit. A titty pick away might keep a shooter away, goddammit. I'm just saying, guys. What the world need now is love, sweet love. I was at a men's summit a few weeks ago, and somebody asked that question, and I'm like, who the fuck would ask a question like that? He was like, Pastor, is it okay? It was what's his name? Chandler from Union Church. Cause I joined Union Church. I like Union Church. It's dope. So Chandler, he's a Pastor Chandler. I was like, is it okay to masturbate to my wife's nudes? I'm like, what the fuck? I said, first, I'm sitting in there. I'm like, yo, who would ask that question in church? That's wild, right? Because they said ask anything. You know, this is a safe space, and I'm like, who? I'm like, and they wrote them down anonymously, and I'm just like, who would ask that question? That's a wild question to ask in a church setting. You know what I mean? They'll say the twerk video. That's funny. Yeah, the little twerk video. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, don't go full hustler. You're a classic playboy, you know, just a little bit. But I'm saying, like, nigga, that is wild. And then the pastor was like, that's your wife. Okay. He was like, he's like, the freaky stuff ain't just for single people. He said the freaky stuff shouldn't just be for single people. That should be for you and your wife and behind y'all closed doors. So if she want to send you a couple of pics, he's like, personally, I wish my wife send me a couple pics. He's like, but your wife wants to send you a couple of pictures to get you all steamed up. Then you know that's between you and her and God. You know, God wants he don't like divorce. He loves marriage, and he wants you guys to be fruitful and multiply and be happy with each other. So, you know, I'm paraphrasing here. So if a titty pic, you know, or an ass shot, keep you guys spiced up. You know what I mean? There you go. Right, Purple Soul is the marriage bed. You do what you do. Right. The whole church in there, like, nigga, like it was anonymous. We don't know who asked the question, but everybody was like, nigga, who that comfortable to ask that question? I guess because it was anonymous, he was so comfortable to ask the question. I was like, yeah, but he was right. He was like, hey, that's your wife, yo. She sent you some shots. She on the rag or something. She sent you some shots, and why not? Go for it. It ain't just for. That's not for just for single people. It should be exclusive for married people to do that. And I was like, I'm joining the church right now. God damn it. Because you would have never heard that from any other preacher. Right here, young boy too. He my age, and I think he went to my high school. I'm gonna have to holler at him like whenever I get a chance. But I think he went to my school. He my age. Anyway, so I'm just sitting there like I was like, you know what? I like how this man think. He keeping it real. I'm gonna join this church right here. Right, Purple Soul. What's the point? Most people think marriage is a business arrangement, which I guess on some level it might be, but you know, yeah, people get married out of love, and you got to keep the shit spicy. Got to keep the shit nice and spicy. Shout out to my wife. We've been married 15 years today. Today is the anniversary. 15 years we've been married. You know what I mean? We had our ups and our downs, but guess what? We still made it 15 years. Gosh dang it. But yeah, you gotta have fun. But yeah, out this bitch tripping. Yo, one news from some random bitches on Twitter. And what if Ashley Sinclair creeped into his DMs, yo? What if Ashley Sinclair creeped into his DMs with them Jew titties? Ashley Sinclair had 2 kids, yo. She might be nice and soft and supple. You never know. What if Ashley Sinclair done creeped in his DMs? She got a lifestyle to uphold and gave right up there in the billionaire status. Appreciate you, Purple Soul. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Pro. But some of these hoes and jumped in yay DMs sending titty pics. Yeah, I guarantee it. That nigga probably been swiping on titty pics since he sent that out at 1:58. Thanks, Montoya. Oh man, we would have loved to went out the country and did some fun stuff, but kids cost too fucking much. My daughter, like I told you, like she going her college tour this weekend, but we done spent like $4,000 on her this month. Like that was a trip. No more Kamala Pastor, praise God. Right. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's a dope church. Like when I went to the men's retreat, like it's called Union Church. His name Michael Chandler, I think it is. I think his first name is Michael Chandler. First name is Michael, last name Chandler. Anyway, but the men's joint was dope. Like it was dope. It was packed in there too. They had like all you can eat wings and shit. You know what I mean? It like these churches, like these new churches, be reminding me of like it was a skit that they did. I think like a while ago. It was called Sold Out Sundays. And like if you go, we'll play it on the stream. We might play it on the stream tonight. Somebody remind me tonight to play the Sold Out Sundays skit. That's how these new churches be reminding me of, yo. Them shits be funny. But yeah, no more crash out pastor. Man, appreciate the sauce. Anyway, let me get in here. I gotta go deal with the director and her phone, or the security director and her phone, and then another director got an issue with some Adobe shit. Now I think it's a network issue at the fucking truck gate. It's a bunch of shit today, and if somebody got some Outlook problems or some Office problems, I got a lot of shit on my plate. I gotta get this shit done by. I gotta be done in the next hour. So anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I'm dumb. That's what I had this shit fucking scrolling the whole gosh dang time. That was supposed to be scrolling the whole time, just sitting there scrolling. See that shit? That's pretty dope, ain't it? That was supposed to be scrolling the whole time, so y'all know to like and subscribe to Gosh Dang channel. Make sure you you hit the notification icon, because it kind of seems like YouTube trying to let people know when I'm going live now. I've seen the fucking notifications popping up now. You know, what'd you say? Oh, you for wings after church? Like a Key and Peele skit. Anyway, guys, again, make sure you like and subscribe. Till next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about the day. I'll holler at y'all.